Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. It is the start of the week, it's Monday, and Avery is poorly. I mentioned in my last video where we went for her EEG that she'd caught a cold. It seems to be getting progressively worse, so I've just got off the phone to the doctor and I'm going to take her in at 11 today just to get her lungs checked, make sure it's not turning into another chest infection, because she seems to be really struggling with the mucus, even with tons of chest physio and nebulizers and suctioning. It's getting quite bad and she was sick again last night, so gonna take her into the doctor's, get her lungs checked. It's currently about 8:25, so I might have just enough time to maybe get her dressed before I take the boys to the school run. And then it's going to be a bit of a busy morning. I want to try and get as much kind of done in terms of getting her things together, because I do still want to take her into nursery today, just because she actually has speech and language going into her today. This is speech and language for actual communication, not for eating. She was discharged from the service that focuses more around eating, so I don't really want her to miss nursery, so it's going to be a hell of a morning. Yeah. I just wanted to pop on here and start this video, not that I have much time to. I'm gonna go and get Avery's clothes and get her ready for the day, and then try and get a few things done before her doctor's appointment. Major throwback to the 2000s, Avery in her Barbie scrunchie. That was from one of you guys, and she looks adorable in it, don't you, Puds? She's perked up a little bit now. She was a bit grizzly this morning. She has perked up a bit, which I'm glad of, because we now have to go to the doctor's. I also have an appointment this morning. I will explain more when I get back. Should we get you in your pushchair, Pudding? Hey? What a day it has been. As you can tell, it is a fair bit later now. Avery is just having her last feed, hoping she will drop off to sleep so she gets a bit of relief from the cough that she's got. So, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Nothing to worry about, just a blood test, and that was at 10 to 10. The appointment I could get for Avery today was at 11 o'clock, so really there wasn't much point in coming home in between, so I needed to leave at about 9:30 for my appointment. So I got the boys to school, managed to just about get enough sorted, and decided to take Avery's feed with me. My plan was to feed her on her way back from her appointment, come home, quickly change some stuff up, and then probably drive her to nursery. So got to my appointment, everything went fine. Realised that I'd packed everything but the extension for Avery's button to feed her, so had to call the admin team. Luckily they work from the same place the doctor's surgery is, so I was able to get an extension from them while I was there, which was really helpful. Took Avery in to see the doctor. So okay, got some updates. Avery has another chest infection, which I guess I was kind of expecting. Whether or not it was the same one that just hasn't gone away, or if it's a different one, we just don't know. But Avery has another chest infection. Now, the GP that was there said he wanted her to go to the hospital. He was kind of in two minds of whether or not he should send her to hospital or give her another course of antibiotics, different antibiotics, co-amoxiclav this time, which are the ones that rip her stomach apart, which is horrible. But obviously the amoxicillin hasn't worked, and that is why, because antibiotics hadn't treated whatever it was. So I said to him, I'd rather you just prescribe the antibiotics, and instead of us taking her to hospital right now, where the acute doctor will just be a random doctor that's probably never met Avery before, I would rather just call Avery's consultant and get her advice. So that is what I did. I left a message with Avery's consultant paediatrician secretary to call me back, and went and got the antibiotics from the chemist. And by the way, in the queue for the chemist, there was a guy behind me that kept belching. It was disgusting. But anyway, picked up the antibiotics, and by the time all of this was done, it was pretty much almost at nursery time. We were late. I think the doctor is a little bit, or was a little bit, concerned that she may be becoming antibiotic resistant, which would really suck if that was the case. But I have had a good chat with Avery's consultant paediatrician. I'll get to that in just a minute. But anyway, took Avery to nursery, ended up just going straight to nursery from the doctor's surgery, fed her on the way. Avery was pretty well in herself, like she was happy, which is the only reason I did take her to nursery. She did have an appointment at nursery today with the speech and language therapist, so I didn't really want her to miss that. If she was kind of peaky or seeming very unwell, then I would have just taken her straight home, but she seemed fine, and when we got to nursery she seemed really happy to be there, which was really nice. By the time I'd done that, I had time to come home. Yes, I did leave as well, so really proud of myself for keeping that going. I was able to come home, prep dinner for tonight and sort the boys' packed lunches out for tomorrow. And then it was time to pick her up again. It was time for the boys to come home. So it's been a pretty manic day. I have spoken to Avery's consultant paediatrician, like I said, and what she has said is continue with the course of Comoxiclav for 5 days. They never did a test on Avery's, what did she call it? I can't remember what she called it. A sputum, that's it. They never did a sputum in December when she was in hospital. So we never really found out for sure whether her infection was viral or bacterial. So she said she's going to have a nurse come out this week and do a sputum, and we're going to figure out what's actually going on. She said it could be that all of this all along has just been viral. Now, I was not aware chest infections could be viral as well. I wasn't aware of that. I also asked her about aspiration pneumonia, on whether that was bacterial or viral, and she said, well, actually it can be bacterial. It can lead to bacterial. However, the inflammation that it can cause can also show changes on a chest x-ray. So either way, to err on the side of caution, we would treat that with antibiotics anyway. So we're going to wait for that sputum to come back. Now, if Avery doesn't get any better, or if she gets worse in the next sort of 24 to 48 hours, she's advised us just to take her into hospital or reach back out to her, just to check everything over. If she does start to get better, we'll decide on the course of action on whether the sputum shows a bacterial infection. If there's a bacterial infection, then we will extend the course of antibiotics. If it is viral, we will just come off the antibiotics in the 5 days. But here's to hoping that she does get better. She tends to get a bit worse in the evenings, a little bit like how she is now. So yeah, it's a little bit of a roller coaster at the moment. I mean, if you've been watching my videos for the last few months, then you probably know as well as I do, Avery's not really been 100% since October. I mean, really, she's been getting ill very often over the last year, but since October she is getting these viral infections, then getting aspiration pneumonia, taking a very long time to fully shift them, and without it even fully going away, or within days or weeks of it going away, she is getting something else. So in October, I think she had maybe a week or two where she wasn't coughing, and then she got COVID, and she didn't fully recover from the nasty cough that she had, and now she has got whatever this illness is. And the likelihood is it's probably just a common cold, but it just affects Avery differently. Now, what I am thanking God for is that she has not spiked a fever yet. Thank God, touch wood. She's not spiked a fever, she's not had any seizures, and she's not gotten to the point where she's been so unwell that Josh and I have thought, do you know what, let's just take her in. We're able to manage her symptoms at home. We are giving her paracetamol, ibuprofen. She's having her nebulizers. We're giving her the 7% as well, so it's a bit stronger. We're doing her chest physio. We're doing suctioning. We're doing all that we can be doing at home. So we're really just trying to avoid taking her into hospital. If she does not go into hospital, this will be the first illness she's had all year without needing a hospital admission, which would be a massive milestone in my opinion. So let's just hope that is the case and she just gets over this cold as though it is just a simple cold. That would be very nice. But anyway, today's been busy and I'm shattered. Tomorrow Avery has a full day at nursery. I'm gonna start my day as though she's having a full day at nursery. I have already chopped some vegetables, so I'm going to try and get stew in the slow cooker before we leave tomorrow. Zach has something on with his Lego League Club tomorrow. They're actually going down to the museum because they're doing an exhibit, so I need to make sure the boys are at the school gate the second it opens. So we need to kind of be ready 100% for about 8:25 tomorrow, whereas normally we'd have about a 15-minute kind of wiggle time because the gates are open for sort of 10 to 15 minutes, whereas they want Zach in at 8:30, so they can walk down to the museum to do their exhibit, set up their exhibit, which I'm really excited for him about. So yeah, we need to be up and ready early tomorrow. I'm gonna take Avery straight to nursery, and then come home. Well, actually no, I'm not going to come home. I'm going to go walk up to the doctor's surgery first because I'm trying to get access to my health record. You can do that on the NHS app apparently, but you need to get online access from the surgery. So I'm going to go with my forms of ID and everything and do that tomorrow. Once I've dropped Avery off, I might as well do it while I'm already out of the house. I'll probably come home after that, maybe clean the house, then maybe enjoy a clean house for an hour or two before everyone comes home and trashes it like usual. I don't know, I'm not expecting Avery to be at nursery all day tomorrow. I mean, it'd be great if she was able to tolerate it. She did have a nap today at nursery, which I'm really pleased about because it just means that she is comfortable having a nap at nursery. And that really, if she has that nap sort of in the afternoon, she could do a full day potentially if she didn't get too tired and was able to rest. So we'll see how she goes. If the nursery think that she's not coping, or she's getting tired, or they just think that she's not really getting any benefit from being in nursery, if she's, you know, too unwell or too unhappy, then I'll go pick her up. And that is the beauty of finding a nursery that was so close, because it means that I can be with her in 15 minutes. So, and that's on foot. If I really needed to get there fast, I could be with her in 5. So we're gonna plan for a full day, but I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't manage a full day, but that would be fine. So yeah, that is the plan for tomorrow. Just really keeping my fingers crossed that she gets better. It'd be really nice to know that we don't have to go into every single illness knowing that she's going to be admitted to hospital. If she can get through this illness without needing to go to hospital, it gives me a little bit of hope for any future illnesses. But I'm going to get her off to sleep now. I am in the middle of the newest episode of Call the Midwife. Let me know if you're watching the new series. The first episode, so not the Christmas special, but the first actual episode. Do you know, I think this is just why I love Call the Midwife so much. But there was a mother who had a baby and she had cerebral palsy. The mother had cerebral palsy, and it's just so... It was so nice to see this grown woman with cerebral palsy having a child of her own, and just it's just nice. Things like that give me hope, and I like how the programme sort of shows conditions and disabilities and kind of how they were handled back then, because it's night and day compared to what it's like now. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So let me know if you are keeping up with Call the Midwife. And I am gonna get this little madam off to sleepy because I think she needs it. Well, this is weird. Do you know, I think this might actually be the longest stretch of time I've ever had in this house. Just me. And it feels very, very quiet. It's a nice quiet though. It's now 20 to 2. I'm starting to get to the point now where I'm like, okay, now what do I do? I've just seen a post on the kind of platform that the nursery uses to communicate with parents. I've just seen a post with pictures, and I've seen Avery in some of the pictures, and it's just like, oh, I want to go get her. But she looks like she's having a really nice time. What have I been doing today? I cleaned the house when I got home. I got to the doctor's this morning like I said I would, came home and cleaned the house, which is actually quite nice because I put my headphones on and listened to some music, which I don't normally do. I just crack on with the cleaning because I can't really put headphones on or play music loud really when I'm cleaning with Avery in the house, because I need to be able to listen out for her and hear her if I'm not in the room with her. So it was quite nice to be able to put my headphones on and do the cleaning. I feel like it kind of went a little bit faster that way. Just had some breakfast. I say breakfast, it's technically lunch because it's past midday, but I had 3 slices of jam on toast. Figured since I hadn't eaten yet today, I could allow myself 3 slices. Oh, it's quiet. It's too quiet in this house. I'm definitely gonna have to start coming up with things to keep me, and there's plenty to keep me occupied. There's always things I can be doing. I think today I'm not quite relaxing into anything because it's the first full day that I'm leaving Avery. I did get a phone call from the community nurses this morning. They had picked up the message from the paediatrician, and they actually, well, I think they were going to, they've actually gone into the nursery today to collect Avery's sputum sample. So they've done that in nursery, which is great because that means now in 48 hours we should get the results for that and find out if it is viral or bacterial, whatever it is that she's got this time. But again, she seemed well in herself. It is just kind of the cough and the mucus that's bothering her, but no fevers as of yet, no hospital admission, no seizures. So that has been definitely a silver lining to this illness. I'm hoping that, I don't know, maybe Avery's kind of unlucky spell of always needing to go to hospital or having seizures every time she's poorly is over. Maybe her immune system's picked up a little bit and she can fight an illness off a little bit better now. Fingers crossed that is the case. That would be very nice. So I'm gonna continue on enjoying my last few hours in a nice quiet clean house. I'm probably gonna get Avery's medicines all ready for tonight, just so that tonight runs nice and smooth. I mean, dinner's already sorted, the stew is in the slow cooker, everything's clean and done. So if I can get all of the evening jobs done now, I maybe can have a nice relaxing evening. I'm not sure what time Josh is going to be getting home today. He thought he was going to have a bit of a long day, so it'd be nice if I can just get everything done now so that I can just spend some time with all of the kids this evening, since I haven't really seen any of them today. I'm not sure if I mentioned yesterday evening, Zach actually went down to the museum. I think I did. Zach went down to the museum this morning with his Lego League club, so I'm excited to hear how he got on with that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get used to this. Look who's back! Look who had a nice day at nursery! And who just did a big stinky poonami everywhere? You did! It went everywhere, didn't it? And Eli is insisting he wants to push the pushchair. How are you coping up this hill?
It's fun.
Fun? Is it hard?
Yeah, it's a bit hard because I'm bad at steering.
Have you had a lovely day? Have you had a lovely day, Missy Moo? Yeah, Mummy missed you. So my idea of trying to make this evening nice and smooth tanked completely. When I picked Avery up, she had literally just done a punami. Luckily, the Avery's one-to-one changed her just as we got there. But when we got home, literally the second we walked through the door, she threw up all over herself. Literally been fine all day, waits for the second we walk through the door. So I had to pull out the special tomato seat out of the pushchair. I had to scrub it all down. There was sick everywhere. Luckily Josh walked through the door then so he could go and get Zach from Lego League. I had to give Avery her antibiotic. The nursery had already fed her, which was helpful, but it turned into kind of a really manic hour, and I certainly don't feel relaxed now. But I think I'm just about back on track. The boys have just finished their dinner. Josh and I haven't had ours yet, but it's easy, slow cooker food, so we can just scoop out whenever we want it. I'm about to go and give Avery her nebulizer because I think she might need it after being sick. But I am going to close this video out here. I know that my videos as of late have been on the shorter side, like a little bit shorter than I usually would do. That is because I haven't actually given myself any wiggle room. So before Christmas, my videos were about 2 weeks ahead. So I had a decent amount of time to film and edit and do thumbnail and get things uploaded. Whereas now I'm only a week behind. So this video that I'm filming now, and it is currently Tuesday, this video will be going up on Saturday. So I don't have as much wiggle room. So I need to try and make sure I'm closing out these videos with enough time to actually edit them, get them uploaded, and do everything else that I need to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of time with us, and I'll see you guys in a few days with another video, and hopefully Avery will be feeling better. Bye guys.